Okay, and our first lithium corporate presenter is Sayona Mining. We have Guy Belleau here. The first time we're meeting Guy, we spoke a little bit just now, and you are newly appointed CEO of Sayona and all their Quebec activities, replacing Guy Laliberté, who I had the privilege of meeting late last year with Brett Lynch and Keith Phillips on that great site visit in November. I want to start a little bit about your background because investors may not know you, but Sayona Mining is a 1.9 billion Aussie market cap as of today, and they announced, I think last week, first production from the restart of the North American lithium mine, which I have compared to MP Materials in rare earths restarting the failed Mountain Pass mine and turned that company into some 5 billion market cap company. That the joint venture between Sayona and Piedmont, I believe, can replicate that with this North American lithium mine. And I think the eyes of the North American world and the lithium world overall should be excited by this restart, which is a mine that has been in production, as long as 60 years ago. The lithium units coming out of this mine have been very strategic to America for a long time, and I think that will continue. So with that as a lead-in, just give a quick intro, and then Rodney will ask you 4 or 5 questions.
Well, thank you so much, Howard, for hosting me today. It's such a privilege to be with the Sayona team and in the lithium business. I'm a mining engineer. But I spent the last 30 years operating and building mines in Abitibi-Témiscamingue area, as well as in northern Quebec, east coast of Atlantic. I've been in the gold business, copper, zinc, lead, as well as iron ore. Just before joining Sayona, I was running the operation as COO for ArcelorMittal. And I've been also with before that with Gold Corp, with Xstrata Zinc, and so on and so forth. So I'm back. I know very well the area, and I'm so excited to be part of this great journey with Sayona.
Okay, great. Get into it, Guy. First of all, congratulations. It's impressive to see an operation get back up and running. Always good to see in the lithium world. I understand from the announcement that 70 tons of spodumene concentrate was produced. Can you talk? I know there were some new pieces of equipment put in the production process. Can you talk a bit about the grade and the impurities and those specs on the new tons, and how that sort of compares to what North American Lithium used to produce?
Yeah, we are currently, as you just mentioned, on the commissioning, and we are on track to deliver the first lithium production. We said that we would do that in March, so we started that in February actually, so a little bit ahead of schedule. So what we're looking at here is that we're looking at producing a concentrate from 5.4, 5.5 to 6%. As of today, I mean, things are progressing very, very well. And that, as you mentioned, we have already produced 70 tons, but this is old news. We have produced more than that, and we did also produce many more tons of concentrate.
And how does this product now that you're producing compare to what North American Lithium used to produce back in the day?
Well, we have with the new equipment, we have invested about $100 million in equipment in order to improve quality, productivity, and efficiency. But it's the same rock that we're mining. If we talk about that, we have about 88 million tons of measured and indicated resources at North American Lithium at 1.05% lithium. In the coming month, we will be updating and we will have a DFS that we will be able to publish. We will have at that time a new resource.
So you've achieved production now and started in March, and I read in the announcement that the first shipment was due in the third quarter. So what does it sort of mean volume-wise? What do you need to accumulate in tonnage to do a shipment?
Well, yeah, we're gonna this year we're gonna be ramping up. You know, we just started the production. We believe that gonna take about 6 months before reaching our nameplate capacity of 226,000 ton per year at that plant. That's gonna be our this is our target for this year. With the 6 month ramp up period, we'll be producing between 85,000 to 115,000 ton of concentrate. Yes, you just mentioned we're quite excited about seeing the first revenue coming in July. In July, our first shipment should be around 30,000 ton of concentrate.
Okay, great. So that's a successful ramp up. On that topic, I see the target nameplate is now around 226,000 tons, which was higher than where the feasibility was originally. What's happening that you can now facilitate this higher nameplate? Is it a grade adjustment? What's behind that?
Well, yes, you just mentioned it. It's many factor. You've mentioned that the grade we're gonna be way more selective in the pit. We have also installed additional ore separator in the plants. We have added the equipment. Though I just mentioned that we've invested $100 million worth of equipment, and also, you know, I want to say that we pretty much have the core of the team that was here when the last time that the concentrator operated. And with that team, we had a very clear vision of where the bottlenecks, and with the equipment that we have installed are solving the bottleneck that we had before. So we are highly confident that we will deliver 226,000 ton per year. So our ramp up period will bring us around say October, and at that time in Q4 we'll be operating at a rate of 226,000 ton per year.
Okay, great. And then you very recently just raised $50 million using the flow-through funding mechanism, which is allowed for the purposes of exploration activities. Where is that money going to be spent?
Well, we know we have a strategy operating dual hub. So we have our hub obviously in Abitibi-Témiscamingue and around now. So we will be launching exploration program, very large exploration, very aggressive exploration program. For instance, at now, just right beside our pit, we did acquire some land there, and we will start very soon a drilling campaign. And also in our other hub in James Bay near Mont Blanc, at Mont Blanc, we also launched. We are currently drilling 60,000 meters this year at Mont Blanc only. So yeah, a lot of exploration and a very large campaign. You know, at North American Lithium, we believe that right there we may have one day a super pit, because we see the continuity of the ore body, and we're going to be drilling it in the upcoming months. And Mont Blanc and James Bay, we believe that this has the potential to be a world-class deposit.
Yeah, we've heard good things about Mont Blanc. It'll be interesting to see. So you say 60,000 meters, and just more broadly, your plans on the Northern Hub, are they progressing well?
Yeah, it's progressing absolutely well. You know, last year, and we have drilled since last year, we've drilled about 45,000 meters. When we did the acquisition of Mont Blanc, there was already a resource there, and a high quality resource. We're talking about 12 million ton at 1.4%. So this is a very good deposit. And so we have drilled 45,000 meters. So we believe that before the end of April, we will be in position to release the new resource estimate there. And on top of that, we have started another 60,000 meters drilling campaign at Mont Blanc. We have our pre-feasibility study that will be available in May, and then we will start the DFS that should be completed in October. And for Mont Blanc, and we have also a vision of going to a second transformation to produce hydroxide. So this is our aim for Mont Blanc. And also to mention that same thing for North American lithium, because in the plant we already have some equipment to produce carbonate. So we have launched a pre-feasibility study that will be available also at the end of April, in view of producing 23 to 25,000 tons of carbonate. We're going to start that in 2026. So at that time in North America, this will be the only vertically integrated operation where we're going to go from the mine producing a concentrate and then the second transformation right there by the mine. So this is quite exciting news coming in 2023 for Sayona.
Right.
Okay, just maybe one or two more on my end. Guy, how's the relationship with Piedmont, you know, in the joint venture at Sayona, Quebec, and from a operating perspective? I met with James Brown, who I knew from the Altura days, and it gave me great comfort. You know, the Aussies were there who know how to produce spodumene, but I think he was on. There's a board on Sayona Quebec that has I don't know, a couple of Sayona representatives, a couple of Piedmont representatives. I don't know if you're on that, but just in general, how the joint venture works and the overall relationship.
Oh well, I mean it's working absolutely well, and they have a deep understanding of the mining, of the processing. So they're a great collaboration. We exchange a lot of ideas, and great collaboration almost on a daily basis on what we're doing. I think it's together we're doing a great team, and this is also part of our success to deliver 226,000 tons a year of concentrate. So good relation, and that's a very good partner.
Great. And Piedmont restructured their arrangement with Tesla to supply, instead of from Carolina, from North American Lithium, and also separately signed, you know, a deal for offtake with LG Chem. Sayona hasn't announced anything on the offtake yet. Is there anything we should be expecting there soon?
Yes, it's you know, I mean, there's a lot of interest. Of course, you know, we're one of the few operators in North America, and so there is a lot of interest and discussion. So I'm confident that we will be able to announce agreements in the upcoming
Month. Okay, great. Months. Okay, so you gave yourself a little extra time there. Okay, Guy, thank you very much. Really appreciate. Again, Sayona is about a 1.9 billion Aussie market cap. It's also listed on the OTC in the US. So check it out, and really appreciate meeting you for the first time, Guy, and to following, you know, your and the overall company's progress in the coming months and quarters. Thanks very much.
No, my pleasure, and this year is going to be a transformational year for Sayona, and you're going to see a lot of exciting news coming out of us.
Spodumene software margins imminent. Okay, thanks.